Another day, another part of Crash Bandicoot. We're done with Native Fortresses, Gem. So, let's head back to the other place with the red gem stuff. Unfortunately, that is a road to nowhere.
We're done with that level. Now let's go to that level.
That's how video games work.
I like Crash.
Road to Nowhere revisited. Now, the funny thing about this is, I didn't have halfway as much trouble platforming around the Road to Nowhere on the revisit. So...
Well, maybe it's because it's fresh in your mind.
No, it's not because it was fresh in my mind. It's like, I was like so ready to have trouble with all the jumping, and then the jumping doesn't kill me, but simple shit does.
So you're saying, like, you perform better when unnecessarily tense.
I suppose.
Well, there is a certain amount of, like, performing under pressure that sometimes happens, you know? Like, where if you relax too much, you don't do as well. But then there's also the same amount of thing where if you relax too much, you're too tensed up to do anything well, so...
I think it depends. I think that's a game-by-game basis, and how familiar you are with the game.
Well, you know, the first time I played through this game just on my own time, I beat Slippery Climb without dying on my first try and got the red gem. I had to try like 5 fucking times while recording this.
Yeah, I'm one of those people where I'll usually do something really hard the first time, and then fail about something afterwards that's really stupid easy, and then suddenly I can't do the hard thing anymore.
Yeah.
To me, playing something live is more of a task than recording for a commentary.
Well, yeah, because your focus is divided between playing and talking. Ah.
I died so many times.
I'll tell you what was distracting. When I recorded this, I had to play the game itself off a 720 screen. I've gotten so used to playing games on my 1080p computer monitor, which is smaller than my 720 screen, and yet so much crisper. This is where I fuck up. It's supposed to spin.
Yep.
Didn't spin. Now I'm boned.
Nope. I mean, you can die if you want to.
Why would you want to die?
I regret nothing.
Because of shit like this.
I like how when you get blown up by a TNT, the individual bits and pieces of your shoes and, well, in Coco's case, the laptop have actual physics now, rather than just flying straight up into the air and falling back
Was
down.
it really the TNT, or did her phone just coincidentally explode mere moments before the...
No, she doesn't
box
use a
blows
Galaxy.
up?
She's fine.
No, she does use a Galaxy.
Her phone explodes in her idle animation, and they gave the idle animation a hitbox. So if you let her phone explode next to a TNT or nitro crate, it'll blow it up.
That is maddening.
It's great is what it is. But I couldn't get the phone idle animation to trigger in this game for some reason.
What were you purposefully waiting?
Well, I was waiting next to fake crash at the end, and the phone wouldn't happen. I don't know. Maybe she just didn't have the phone in Crash 1. I don't know.
I still have not gotten the WUMPA volleyball idle animation between Crash and Aku.
Huh.
Do you need, like, it to be a certain level of mask or something?
I
No.
think it doesn't. I don't think the level of mask matters. I just know you need to have Aku with you.
Well, obviously, but
I can platform and stuff.
it's a platform game with all the platforms.
Indeed. Do you see how effortlessly I'm making it this time? Why is it working, and why did it not work before?
Because you can only have one good run, ever. That's the rule.
And then, after that flawless performance, this happens.
Oof, there's an inch-wide gap on the floor. Whoop.
There goes my everything.
I think Lewis just fell asleep.
No, that was me trying to count. That was me silently counting to 10, because
Silent count?
pop culture.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Because pop culture
Count to
says that
10.
that's supposed to be a way to calm down. Apparently.
No, it is actually a way to that people do use to calm themselves down. Never
never
really
worked.
works for me, but you know,
It's never worked
I'm-
for me.
I'm also
I
not
just
most
clench
people.
my fists and yell skyward.
Oh, okay. So for a moment, I thought you would you said yell skyward. I thought you were talking about like yelling the word skyward. Like what? I was like, okay, that's the most
I'm going to
random.
take my words literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it while holding up a model master sword. All right. Boing.
You're almost
Oh,
there.
Shit. We're commenting on the exact shit we're seeing. We're tangent. Need a tangent now.
Hey, John, did you know that if you go out for a color jump stage, you can restart the level if you die before the first checkpoint?
Yes, 97th commenter. I swear, it's like nothing against you guys, but it's like I swear you guys don't bother scrolling down the comment section to see if anybody else said the same thing.
Hey,
Like,
John,
everybody's
did
gotta
you
be-
know that if you
everybody's
die
gotta be
before the
first.
checkpoint, you don't have to reset to do the color gem?
Hey, he forgot to season the grill. He forgot to season the salt. He forgot to season the seasoning. That went on for like, I think, a literal mile of comments under one of Gordon Ramsay's burger videos.
People, scroll down to the comments verse. You're not the first to make the comment. You'll never be the first to make the comment.
Even
And
if
even if you are, if you are the first to make the comment, you're just gonna say first. Like, don't lie.
no, even if you do that, someone ninja'd you in between you opening the page and refreshing. So
Between you typing the comment and hitting submit.
Well, in any case, it's time for lights out.
Can't get the purple gem here.
Yeah, you need the yellow gem in order to get the purple gem, so don't bother on your first time through. That said, lights out and fumbling in the dark are not as hard as they used to be, provided you turn the brightness on your television screen up.
Cheater.
No, it's called being creative, John.
The
Alright,
brightness
I don't
on
know
my
if you would
screens is always
understand.
up slightly higher than normal, so I
That
can
is
see
cheating.
in the darkness pretty well. In fact, I was mildly surprised when my recorded video footage didn't give me quite as much visibility as I had while actually playing the game.
Which is funny because it sort of confused me when you were tweeting out. I don't know if you tweeted out earlier or just sharing in another social media post how you said that the dark levels are better because the lighting engine makes it easier for things to see. And I'm playing the game myself and I don't see much of a difference. And I'm wondering, what are you talking about? And then you just tell me that you turn the brightness up on your TV. And that's cheating, motherfucker.
I think maybe you just need to be a little bit more creative with your solutions to problems, John.
I've never actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever had an instance where. No. Okay, wait. I do have an instance. It was SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh, fucking Kelp Forest.
Kelp Forest sucks. I had to actually turn the brightness up on the TV to get past that shit.
That is like my least favorite level in the game, though.
Oops,
is Kelp
it's
Forest.
dark. Lucky I can see the pitfalls.
Can you do it blindfolded though?
No.
I can't either.
Oh, that was close.
I believe the only game I ever needed to turn the brightness up for was I believe Metroid Other M. I think I needed to turn the brightness up because I couldn't.
You couldn't see
it was-
anything because it was so colorless and dull?
I believe specifically I was looking for it was the room right before the final boss where you're supposed to like look into one of the windows to find who's its face.
Man.
I couldn't see. I was walking around that room for a half hour because I didn't know what to do. And you're supposed to go into first person mode and look through one of the windows.
Did you see
So-
that? Did you see that wizardry at the end? The video file didn't even let me see the floor I was jumping on, but I just jumped across it like it wasn't anything. The power of a brightness scale.
Glad you got that. You got past that a lot better than I did. So.
Actually, I don't
Gross.
think my PC monitor's brightness is especially high. I think it's just got a particularly clear display. So, anyway, Jaws of Darkness, another level with a key in it. And this one's a bit tricky. Remember what I said earlier about TNT boxes destroying bonus tokens? They lay a trap for you, 2 traps in fact, although the second one is much easier to trigger, where you can accidentally blow up a Cortex token without even knowing it was in the box. So, yeah.
If it's a trap, it's a poorly designed trap.
It's a beginner's trap. You have to know that the Cortex token is there to know not to spin that fucking snake. Ugh.
Or you could just make it so that you collect the thing if a TNT blows it, because you want to know what does that? Aku Aku Mass.
Actually, that's an odd difference, I think. Like, I don't remember the Aku Aku masks instantly being collected when a box broke.
Oh, yes it is, because that was a problem I had in the original game and in the remake. In the dark levels, actually, Lights Out and Fumbling in the Dark, you could ricochet a rat to one of the Aku Aku boxes and you get the light prematurely, which means you'd run out before you get to the other Aku Aku mask.
Well, like I say,
Yeah.
I don't go back to Crash 1 all that often, so...
Yeah, but the thing, my point is that if you can collect Aku Aku masks by ricocheting enemies off of boxes or anything like that, why can't the same be said for Cortex or Brio tokens?
Yeah, I feel ya.
You know?
Well, shit. Guess the level's over. We'll see you guys next time when we get to Crash Bandicoot 2. Or maybe Coco's just trapped here until the space station falls on her.
Releasing both Coco and Aku Aku.
Uka Uka. I don't even know Crash, and I know that much.
That's a good point. Well, they're brothers. So.
Oh, John, you're just gonna assume that all masks are related? Wow, way to be mascus.
Yes, I'm mascus.
Well, Aku Aku does call him his brother. Fuck. That didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure it did. That's why he had the cool little slidey effect.
No, it didn't.
I like how you don't even.
Is that the
spinning
box you
on
were
the
talking about, where if you had it blow up, the thing would go
Yeah.
away? Okay.
Well, that's
Well,
that's one of
that's
them.
one of them.
The other
Yeah.
one is a bit further ahead. There's a snake that you come across, and if you happen to spin it, there's a very good chance that it'll fly off into the distance and hit a stack of boxes that contains a TNT box on the platform at the far distance of your vision. And if that happens, you destroy the Cortex token. So don't spin that snake. But that's a ways further ahead yet.
Don't
First-
Spin That Snake sounds like the title to next month's Summer
Yeah.
Pop Jam.
Before that, we have a practice run for the Great Hall. Yeah, this entire blue gem section is just jumping across stationary blue gem platforms.
Actually, now I think about it, Don't Spin on the Snake sounds like an unsuccessful spin-off to Don't Wake Daddy.
They didn't make that box easier to spot. Ugh.
No. You can make... Nah, you wouldn't be able to get a glimpse of it from over here because the angle is so low.
Yeah.
Well, too high, I should say.
Anyway, jumping across gem platforms is always fun.
Is it?
No, that was sarcasm.
Oh, okay, I couldn't
Very,
tell.
very
I really can't tell with you sometimes.
Very, very weary sarcasm. Partly because I'm short on sleep. I probably should have made that sound intentionally sarcastic, but I didn't.
Sleep sarcastically, said the subtitle.
And you get to the end of this this gem path, and it's just Uka Uka is sitting there, laying down, and I draw me like one of your French girls pose. I'm not really sure how a mask would do that, but that's what he's doing, and that's Coco's good ending.
The good ending should have been getting her battery.
Well, he has the battery. That's why she goes out with him. Okay. I forgot where I was going with that. I don't think I knew in the first place.
Man, we started an hour early and Lewis can't function anymore.
He's out of his loop. He's out of his element.
Fuck. It's a good thing I got a checkpoint right before that jump, huh?
I really don't like how
Fuck.
some lighting effects reflect off of either Crash's fur or Coco's hair, in particular, look really odd at points.
And it looks plasticky.
Yeah, plastically or just straight up Play-Doh.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, for the most part, this game avoids that just by having everyone have, like, a fur texture. Anyway, yeah, that's the snake. Jump on it, don't spin it.
Yeah. And there you go.
Alright. Anyway, to get the third Cortex token, you have to follow Applechan. Applechan will never lead you wrong.
Except for the times when Applechan has led you wrong.
Yeah, Applechan kind of lured Crash into a pit in the manga. So.
Yeah, but Applechan was drunk. I can forgive Applechan.
Applechan won't make that mistake
But
again.
first, Applechan has to find Jesus.
What? Does Jesus even exist in the Crash Bandicoot universe? And if he does, is he a bandicoot or is he a person?
Probably a person.
Anyway, it's time for another Cortex bonus stage. This jumping puzzle involves timing with TNT boxes, which means it's a headache and a half.
The timing on that is really tight.
Or you can just jump on
Oh
it.
yeah, especially because all the boxes don't appear at once. They go like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really be careful with that in the Stormy Ascent bonus stage. Whoosh! Key get.
So I've officially made it canon where the keys we collect from Cortex belong to his house. And that's why we fight him at the top of the castle at the end of the game. It's because he can't get back inside his castle.
Okay, so
go ahead.
I just okay. So in terms of progression for Crash, you don't have to revisit a level ever to beat the game, right? You can just run through every level once and win.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of beating the game, yeah.
Okay, but if you want like crystals and gems and whatnot, you have to go back. All right,
Well, crystals are mandatory for completion.
crystals are mandatory for completion.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're not in this game.
But then, no.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the Crash 2 McGubbins.
Watch out. I'll tell you, this level's full of all sorts of beginner's traps because this shit right here. Yeah. Don't get too spin happy.
Yeah.
You know what also does that? The fucking brioche bonus in Stormy Ascent.
Yeah, I almost fell into that. Anyway, you know what also does that? The third, the third stack here, at the end, the one over there, has
Yeah.
another TNT box on top of.
You almost bit it again.
It has another TNT box on top. So you actually have to let that one blow up. But they stack the boxes so that you'll still get the life if you do that. So,
Generous of them, I guess.
one of the outtakes that I actually forgot to include in the Raw was me accidentally jumping up and spinning that TNT box while it was out of sight. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. And they put those kind of traps in the save points. Ugh.
Now, I don't remember if I misremember, but did the screen vibrate every time the crushers collided with each other in the original game?
I don't know.
Because I can't remember if there was a bit of visual impact lost on the transition from the Insane Trilogy from the original game. It's a very, very, very minor thing, but something I thought I'd bring up anyway.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. A lot of people say that they don't like the temple music as much. I honestly don't see it.
I think it's the instrumentation. There was something a little more foreboding about the temple levels in the original
Maybe.
game.
I found myself liking this one a little more, though.
I don't mind the remix music. It's pretty good for the most part.
Is it real instruments or is it a synth?
I couldn't tell you.
It gets harder and harder to tell as the years go by. Anyway, it's time for Fumbling in the Dark, the other darkness level, and the one that you can get the gem for at the very beginning. You know what's great? This shit at the beginning.
Tacos.
Oh, tacos are
are
fantastic.
Yeah.
Here. Well, tacos are fantastic, but this shit is even more fantastic.
I hate this shit. It is. See, stuff like this is not challenging. It's just awkward.
And you know what's also great? I don't have to
Tacos.
do that again. You had to do that beginning section, like, how many times in your playthrough? Because you kept...
Around, I lost. It was over 8. I think.
Yeah,
'cause I
you
fell
kept
down so many
dying
times.
before hitting the first checkpoint.
Yeah, cause again, like first off, you have to backtrack against the camera.
Yeah.
Just to even get the gem for this one, which is already, you know, the strike 1. And 2, the jump over the stone archways to get to the other boxes is the definition of awkward.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the no, but then again, that's also me missing my slide from Crash.
You have to
3.
do the same mid-air U-turn that you used to manipulate the Z-axis in certain areas of the original
from
trilogy, though.
like Lost City and all that.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and there's this shit.
Thank God for my television's brightness settings.
Now, Lights Out and Fumbling in Dark are levels I think are actually easier to do if you speedrun.
Yeah, you kind of just fall into the rhythm of the timing of it all.
Yeah.
You just keep moving as much as you can.
Particularly with these platforms right here. Like if you keep moving, you'll never miss the cycle.
Yeah.
And I've tested this rigorously.
Fuck.
Rigorously,
Not that
John? How rigorous?
A lot.
A lot. Okay, that sounds pretty
like-
rigorous.
Yeah.
He pushed those buttons so hard and so fast, he actually, you know, bulked up in 7 days.
My
Abs of
thumbs are
steel.
huge.
Abs of steel for moving your thumb.
This this man got abs of steel just by playing video games. Doctors hate him. Find out how.
Oh man, we need to make this clip
God,
there.
that sounds like it might actually be an advertisement.
My favorite one of that was the Knuckles, Boom Knuckles one, where this guy got buff in 30 days using the Master Emerald. Find out how.
Fuck! Right before the checkpoint.
I just like the doctors hate this. It's because it's bullshit.
That's your red flag to not believe something, and yet people must fall for it because they keep doing it.
Sometimes I just wonder if it's just like
It's that antagonistic
curiosity.
psychological mind game where you're trying to make the rest of the world the villain to make a person feel like they're the good guy because they took your deal.
well, it's more like just like the topic of like clickbait titles or like clickbait articles. I think a lot of it is just for some cases it's just morbid curiosity because this article is so clearly clickbait that they just click on it anyway to see what could they possibly be talking about.
And then it ends up being like it's a listicle that has like one article per page, and you have to reset everything, and it's just, terrible.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, it's not just for clickbait, but it's like the red flag for scam advertisements. What a tangent to have in Fumbling in the Dark. The red flag for scam advertisements is that they're trying to make some otherwise legitimate party in the real world be like trying to scam you. Like, doctors hate him, or whatever, because, you know, those evil doctors are trying to take your money. You know what else was trying to take your money back in the day? Another Crash Bandicoot commercial from Japan. I totally planned that.